What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, rising, lightweight, superstar, Mexican boxer, King Ryan Garcia, ahead of his highly anticipated step up showdown with lightweight British contender superstar boxer Luke Campbell. This is set to take place January 2nd. It originally was set to take place December 5th, but due to the fact that Luke Campbell tested positive, the fight was pushed back. Now it's going to take place January 2nd. With that said, Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell are on a promotional tour right now, doing press conferences, interviews, and things of that nature to promote their upcoming fight. Obviously, Ryan Garcia is going to be asked about his other fellow lightweight superstars in the division because it is probably the most talented division in all of the sport of boxing. You have undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. You have undefeated unified IBF, WBA, WBO, Ring Magazine lightweight superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. You have undefeated two-division world champion, four-time world champion, currently holds the WBA simultaneously at 130 and 135, Gervonta Tank Davis. You have still Vasyl Lomachenko, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer. So there's tons and tons and tons of talent at the lightweight division. And Ryan Garcia has a list. Ryan Garcia says that he's tired of hearing all of the talk that he's just a social media mogul. He's just an Instagram model. He has 7.4 Instagram followers. So he's tired of hearing it. And two in particular, he pointed out, he's tired of hearing it coming from unified lightweight world champion Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. He stated that Teofimo Lopez is an unmarketable, realistic hater, right? And he says Gervonta Tank Davis is overrated and he's going to knock him out. So he stated that after this fight, he says that Luke Campbell is going to have to pay for all of the chatter that he's been talking, but he's also going to have to be made an example out of for all the chatter that's been coming from Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. He says he definitely wants to fight and beat Devin Haney. He says, but he's just, looking for that fight, as they have a rival from the amateurs. But Devin Haney is not going back and forth with Ryan Garcia with too much trash talk. That's coming from more so from on the part of Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis. So he stated that Teofimo Lopez is just mad because he couldn't market himself. He's not marketable. He mismanaged himself and he overrates himself. So in return, he shovels a lot of dirt his way, right? And he said that he's going to, after he punishes Luke Campbell, he says he wants to punish Luke Campbell. So he said that after he punishes Luke Campbell, he's going to go directly into a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. He stated he don't want to see anybody else. He don't want to talk about anybody else after this fight with Luke Campbell. He only wants Gervonta Tank Davis. He says he's going to beat and knock out Gervonta Tank Davis because he's overrated. And he said then he's going to dominate and knock out Teofimo Lopez. Obviously, I told you guys after Gervonta Tank Davis defeated former four-division Mexican superstar world champion boxer Leo Santa Cruz in dramatic fashion when he knocked him out. I told you guys that his promoter is legendary, undefeated, retired, former five-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, Floyd Money Mayweather. And Ryan Garcia's promoter is former five-division world champion, former Olympic gold medalist, superstar boxer, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya, a la Golden Boy Promotions, right? Obviously, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, they have a deep rivalry. And so with that, they never got the opportunity. They broke records when they fought in their fight, but they never got the opportunity to have the rematch. A lot of people thought it was a very close fight. Obviously, every time Floyd Mayweather's in a close fight, people say he lost, right? That's the opportunity to say that he didn't win the fight. So people were stating that, Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya needed to have their rematch. The rematch never came to fruition. I'm not too sure what took place, why the rematch didn't come to fruition, but it never came to fruition. But at the time when they did fight, it broke all records. They fought back in May of 2007, and they were linked to fight each other after that, but they just never fought. So Oscar De La Hoya fought 2 times after that. He fought Steve Forbes, and then he fought Manny Pacquiao, and he got dominated by Manny Pacquiao. He got stopped on the stool. But Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya at the time were the highest pay-per-view. They broke the record. They were at the top. Since then, Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez. He fought Manny Pacquiao. He fought Conor McGregor, and he broke those numbers. But with that said, they're going to sell this fight with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis because they have similar personalities, right? Ryan Garcia has a similar personality to Oscar De La Hoya. Excuse me. And Gervonta Tank Davis has a similar personality to Floyd Mayweather. And they get the opportunity now to, relive Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. They're going to try to sell it as such, right? And in hopes that it comes close, or even remotely close to what they did. I don't see that happening. I don't believe it will come nearly as close to their fight. I think it'll do maybe at best 500 to 700 pay-per-view buys, 1,000 pay-per-view buys. I do not believe it'll get anywhere close to the 2.4 or however many Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya sold. It won't come close to that number, right? They are just not built in the same manner those two guys were. They have similar personalities. They have similar talents, but Ryan Garcia is not the fighter that Oscar De La Hoya was, and Gervonta Tank Davis is not the fighter Floyd Mayweather was. This is not to take anything away from Gervonta Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia, but the athlete in the ring of Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. Oscar De La Hoya was an Olympic gold medalist. Floyd Mayweather should have been an Olympic gold medalist, but we know what happened in the Olympics, right? And so they were polarizing stars. That's not what you get from Gervonta Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia. And on top of it, by the time Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather fought, they were so accomplished. Floyd Mayweather was already a 4-division world champion. Floyd Mayweather was already a pay-per-view star. Oscar De La Hoya was already a multi-division world champion, multi-time world champion. He was already an Olympic gold medalist. He was already considered the face of the sport of boxing. He was the cash cow. Okay, that's the reason why Floyd Mayweather took a 70-30 split in favor of Oscar De La Hoya. So with that said, you understand that, there are 2 different types of athletes that step in that ring. The skill set, Gervonta Tank Davis is southpaw. He's 5'5", 5'6". Floyd Mayweather, style was not based upon power. He did have power when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, but his style wasn't based upon power. You understand? It was based off a skill set. Gervonta Tank Davis have a high skill set, but more so that his style is based off of his power, right? Ryan Garcia has very, very flashy, very, very fast hands, but he don't have footwork. Oscar De La Hoya wasn't the most flea-footed, but Oscar De La Hoya did have quick feet. Oscar De La Hoya had quick hands. Oscar De La Hoya had the total package. Ryan Garcia, they're similar in stature, but not in fighting style. So the public, the boxing fans understand that Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya are going to use their rivalry. They're going to use their polarizing figures to sell this fight. They are going to promote themselves as if they're having a rematch. They're going to do a lot of trash talking to sell this fight. So along with Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia's own trash talking and social medias, when you combine the two. So it will be successful. It's going to be interesting. It definitely will be a highly watched event, but it will never come close to the numbers that Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya did. That's not going to happen. They caught lightning in a bottle, and it will not repeat itself, okay? So with that said, then you talk about Teofimo Lopez. He said that he's going to stick around the division. One thing interesting, he should be fighting Devin Haney and solidify himself if he beats Devin Haney as truly undisputed at the lightweight division. He's not undisputed. The WBC doesn't recognize him as the official WBC champion. BoxRec doesn't recognize him as the official WBC champion. He's unified. He did have 2 big wins over Richard Comey for the IBF belt, and then over Vasyl Lomachenko for the rest of the belts, right? Those are 2 huge wins for Teofimo Lopez, but he should be fighting Devin Haney right now for undisputed. So we should be having Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, and the winner takes all. But that's not what we're going to get, because Teofimo Lopez is telling the boxing world that Devin Haney needs about 3 to 5 years before he gets to his level when he's already a world champion. I don't understand that when he's interested in fighting Ryan Garcia, he's going into his first step-up fight, and he doesn't even have a belt and never fought for a belt. Devin Haney has a belt and fought for a belt and defended his belt. But with that said, this is a huge fight. Ryan Garcia has a lot to prove. This is going to be interesting with him and Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is a rangy southpaw that has a lot of experience. Now, Ryan Garcia did dismiss his experience, saying that I don't know why people keep mentioning him as having a lot of experience, because he's lost all his step-up opponents. Yes, he's lost those big fights, but he stepped up and had to fight. The point is, he's been in there and experienced what it's like to be in there with high-level opposition. So I can't wait to see how this all plays out and unfolds. It's very exciting. The future is bright for this lightweight division, as long as they commit and fight each other. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.